This one's called the Celora, if the box is anything to go by. So let's take a look. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, we haven't checked out a Miguron knife in a minute, so we're gonna see what is cooking here with this one. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for something special. If you think I saved the good knives for the end, listen, we're gonna start off here with the bang. We got a wiping cloth, we got some paperwork, we have a sticker, but then here is the Celora in its full glory. This is one of the new models from Miguron Knives. Let's go ahead and take out the plastic here. It has a QC pass sticker there. So passes quality check. First impressions, man, this paint job, this is truly epic. We got some green, definitely a very green. One of the greener greens I've ever seen, with some speckles of gold going on there. Check that out. I mean, that looks like absolute paint right there. Do we have pull here? Well, it feels like aluminum maybe. I'm not getting pull unless it's from the liners. These are underneath. It is an exposed liner construction, all blacked out. Sandwich bill here with two standoffs back there. The standoffs are all anodized, so is the button. It looks like this one's going to be a button liner lock. So, I mean, that's just another awesome treat right there. We got a back flipper, front flipper with plenty of jimping. We have thumb studs and a deep pocket carry clip that is also reversible on the other side. No pull, not pocket clip, so likely titanium as well. And if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's send it. Whoa, bam. There is the blade, ladies and gentlemen. Nice little bead blasted finish to it, looking nice. 19C27, future me double check on that steel. We have quite a bit of belly here with the flat grind, drop point geometry. And let's go ahead and give it a wipe here just to kind of have the camera do it justice. It comes pretty oil here from the factory just to preserve the blade, but that's what it looks like. Very interesting sort of flat grind there with the curvature going on. A little bit of a switch up there. We have jimping there and then some more aggressive jimping, right? Like 3 rows of jimping. It is a button liner lock, so that's what I'm talking about. Check this out. Obviously stronger than a button plunge lock button lock for sure. So very fidget friendly as you would expect. Back flipper, yeah, we can light switch it all day. Can we push button it? It looks like you can. Just got a clear, right, room here for the front flipper. That front flipper, speaking of which, oh, that is sweet. Digging that. Try doing the reach around, but I put pressure on the button there. The side of the index finger there. Bam, that also works. A little bit of jimping going all the way around would have been nice. That's just, you know, a little bit of nitpicking, if anything, just to maximize the grip, right, when you run your finger through it to get it to deploy. We do have a captive pivot while we're here. Big hardware everywhere except the thumb studs and the pocket clip is T6. Everything else is T8. Thumb stud deployment, pretty good. Reverse flick, also nice. So you got multiple different deployment methods here. Everything but an opening hole, pretty much. Thumb studs, front flipper, back flipper, button, you name it. So see if we can get a closer look back here at the liner engagement. Well, you can see it taking place there. Bam. One last time. Boom. I mean, the one thing that really stands out is, you know, this sort of paint job with sort of like thicker paint, if you would. You don't see that in many other knives, so it's a very unique thing to this knife. I just keep looking at it like, man, this is pretty good looking. I'm sure there are many other variants. We'll take a look at it in a second. We have milling on the inside for weight reduction, as you would expect, especially on the non-liner side. And ergonomically speaking, full 4-finger grip. I'm able to forward choke. We got a nice little finger choil there to get some work done, get more control of the blade. We can lock right here, right behind this little harpoon area, if you would. Or you can lock up right here in this more aggressive jimping, pronounced jimping there. And also get some work done. Got some belly for some tabletop cutting. Good slicer with that flat grind. Absolutely digging it. Little reverse grip, that's solid. Little Friday night gas station fighting grip, that's good. But cold grip, probably not the best because the flipper tab does protrude out from the handle, something to note. it stabs you on the palm a little bit, right? So with that in mind, we'll get scientific with it here, get some rapid fire measurements. We got a 7.5 inch overall length. We have about a 3.25, maybe a little bit more, 3.3 inch blade with just over 3 inches, like 3.15 on the cutting path, and the handle is 4.25. As far as the weight department, let's go ahead and find out here with our scientific weight test. Yeah, I want to say somewhere around 3.5 ounces, right? Maybe closer to 4. There you go, right on the money, 3.5 ounces, 99 grams. Great weight for EDC, no doubt about it. Not too heavy, not too light, somewhere in the middle. But the best thing, this one's going to be very, very affordable. It's going to be linked down below if you're interested. I mean, if you like the geometry and you dig a nice fidget-friendly, but also strong button liner lock, which is the rave these days, you absolutely cannot go wrong with this new Miguron, the Celora model. Of course, let me know your thoughts on this one. What do you guys like about it, love about it, anything you dislike about it? All feedback is welcome down below.